and welcome to Cat Chat. I am Kat, and today we're going to be talking all things dance. I had a friend who went to ballet school, but she was getting really bored of it and felt burnt out. She kept saying, "What's the point?" But it's fine because she managed to graduate and she got a 2-2. Right, I apologise for both of those. That was terrible. The reason I'm making very terrible, corny ballet jokes is that I am joined by a legend of the ballet world, Jethro Paine. Yay! Hi, thank you for being here.
Hello.
I am so excited to be talking to you. Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So, hi guys, I'm Jethro. I'm from London. I am a trained ballet dancer. So I grew up in Bosnia for about 10 years, and that's where I started my ballet training. Lived in Slovenia for about 2-3 years, continued training there as well, and then eventually gained a place at the Royal Ballet School, which is when I moved to London when I was about 12.
12, gosh, that's so young, and it's so amazing to know so clearly at 12 that that's what you want to do.
Yeah. I had a teacher who kind of looked after me in a way in Ljubljana. And she encouraged me to do all these competitions, and eventually she encouraged me to audition for the Royal Ballet School. I never even thought of auditioning in the first place, but she kind of said, well, if you want to make a career out of this, you've got to, go to a proper vocational school. So it's thanks to her, really.
So what happened next then?
So I was at the Royal Ballet School for about 6 years, then auditioned in America when I was about 18. For the Boston Ballet, got my first job there, and then moved in 2019.
Gosh, okay, so tell us about the first job. Who were you? What were you doing?
So I was so in the ballet world, you have the main ballet companies, and then you have these kind of junior companies, which are meant for people who are transitioning from school to company. So I joined the junior company. I remember flying to America for the first time, and I just felt like I was on a movie set. It was so surreal. Everything was just, everything was so much bigger. Everything was, it's just so out there. But I loved it. I really loved it.
I have to say, all of my ballet knowledge is exclusively from like Dance Academy or all of the like terrible Netflix shows or movies. I feel like I know all of the main solos just because I've been watching these things for so long. And the one thing that is the running sort of theme with all of them is how gruesome the day-to-day is, and how training isn't just sort of you go and you train for a few hours. It is you don't stop, and you have to pay all like attention to so many things. Like just your body being your instrument is such a big deal, and something that I think as non-dance folk probably don't really appreciate as much.
I think it's really interesting because I guess for a musician, for example, your instrument is kind of something else, whereas for a dancer your instrument is your body. So you've got to constantly look after it, fine-tune it, do all these things. So it is a lot of work, and you never reach that sort of perfection level. You're always constantly improving all the time, or there's always stuff that you need to work on, physically as well as mentally. So I think, so you do ballet class every day, 6 days a week, which is in the morning, which is kind of like your bread and butter, and then after that you start rehearsals, and you rehearse for shows and productions, and then you eventually get to perform them. But alongside that, I think I do a lot of I enjoy swimming. Really enjoy swimming because it's low impact. It's quite fun. I go to the gym quite a lot as well. And a lot of dancers actually, they love to do Pilates and yoga and all that kind of stuff.
I feel like that must seem like a doddle after your rehearsal and your actual lesson. Like doing Pilates is actually kind of relaxing.
It is. It really is.
See, I tried doing Pilates once. Could not get through a class. Just my body said no. It was absolutely not. Yoga, that's like nuclear science to me. I cannot do it. but for you, it must be so sort of like, oh, my body gets to relax.
Exactly. No, I do. I really enjoy it. I mean, it's hard work as well, don't get me wrong, but it's really enjoyable. But yeah, it is a lot of work. And I guess you try and avoid getting injuries as well. Do all this extra work to try and avoid getting, you know, the dreaded injury.
So you said the dreaded I word, but you did get an injury.
Yes, so it was after Christmas. I came back to Boston. I went back to work, and I wasn't in shape really. And then I did a ballet class, and I did something to my foot, and that was it really. And so I was off for months.
So what does that mean in the industry then, and with your position within the company? And
yeah, so when you get an injury, you basically, I mean, depending on the severity of the injury, but you basically can't dance for however many weeks. I mean, for me, it was about 3 months, because it was a pretty intense injury. But it was kind of like two injuries in one, because I had an acute injury which happened suddenly. I think I took off from a jump and pulled something. But then they discovered that there was actually an injury already there, and it had weakened the foot, which was why the second injury happened. So it's really tough, but I think injuries are a great opportunity to work on other things as well, like Pilates and yoga and all that kind of stuff, because you have more time as well, because you're not having to attend rehearsals or do ballet class or, you know, shows or whatever. So mentally it's hard, but I think physically it's kind of like it's that reset button in a way.
So are you recovered now, or are you still
battling with it? So I'm fine now. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So you're back to dance classes then, and training?
Yes. So I had my injury, and then obviously COVID happened at the same time, so I had to come home. Then it was kind of that year, it really changed my mindset and what I wanted to do in the future. So I quite enjoyed studying and the academic side of things, because I never really got to do it at school. So I kind of decided that I wanted to do a master's. So I'm now doing a master's in social anthropology at UCL, which is part-time. So I'm dancing as well.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound like a master's, it leaves quite enough room to
I know. It's hard work, but it's good. I think, I mean, at least so the master's is 2 years because it is part-time. So I'm freelancing in terms of kind of dance contracts for the next 2 years. So I'm doing these kind of short contracts here and there.
That sounds like actually quite a healthy work dance balance.
Yeah, exactly.
So you said you're freelancing between different shows and productions. Are there any coming up that people might be able to see you in?
Yes, so I'm currently working with English National Ballet. And they have, so the Nutcracker is going to be on at the Colosseum around Christmas time. So that'll be one to check out, definitely. And then there's a production called Raymonda, which is happening at the end of January, which should be fun as well.
That's so much fun. Oh, who are you in the Nutcracker?
I don't know. I mean, I just joined, so I could be, you know, holding a spear or something, but we'll see.
I've always wanted to be one of those little the mice.
Yes, I think I'm doing that.
I wish I was a dancing mouse. That's so much fun.
I know, it is.
It's always that sort of the weird or disgusting looking characters that I'm like, I want to be that. Whenever I was in school, we'd go, like, I don't know, watch the Nutcracker, or if I could watch it with my parents or something, and everybody would be looking at Clara, and I'm just like, where are the weird ones? I want to be the tree that rises.
Yeah, exactly. And you get to wear these massive costumes.
Yes.
So, it's super fun.
So now we're going to play a game that I like to call Gambler Natalan. Ooh. That stands for ballet anagram. Now, you're going to have to figure out what the letters in front of you what they mean. What word do they represent? It will be something in relation to ballet, whether it is something that somebody usually shouts at you, if it's a specific production, a name of a ballet, a position. I don't think there are any positions in there, but I did just have way too much fun with these. Now, there are only 10. If you can get all 10, that's amazing. But if not, well, we'll see what happens. So they will pop up on the screen one by one. If you can't figure one out, just say next. If not, try and give it a go. You have a pen and piece of paper in front of you, right?
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. And go.
Oh, Devon.
Yes.
Is that it? Oh. Tutu.
Yes. Toot was my favorite.
Ooh.
Checker nunter.
Next. Oh my god. Oh no.
It's 3 words.
Oh, I don't know. Next. Oh, pirouette.
Yes.
I've got the longer ones. They're throwing me off.
It's 3 words as well.
3 words.
The middle word is and.
Oh, I don't know. Next. Arabesque.
Yes. It is a name of a ballet.
Name of ballet. With an X. I don't know. Next. Is it ballerina?
It is ballerina.
Woo!
And the last one is also a name of a ballet. Personally, one of my favorite.
Giselle.
Yes. Yay. And you did quite well.
Oh! So
that
what were
was
the
so
ones?
much fun. Yeah, the ones you didn't get were Checker Nunter was Nutcracker, the Nutcracker.
Oh.
What was it? Banjo DERMED was Ronde-Jambe.
Oh, it is Ronde-Jambe. Yeah.
Ronde-Jambe. Then we had Jiglum and Neorto, which was Romeo and Juliet.
Oh.
And we had Quint. Oh, I can't say that one. It was Don Quixote.
Oh, I thought it would be.
I was gonna say something, but I couldn't think of a good whatchamacallit? I couldn't think of a good hint, but you got a lot of them. Honestly, I think you did really well. Let's give a round of applause.
I think I need to up my ballet knowledge.
Well,
I need to work on it.
The good thing is you did get most of the technical terms, and
yeah, that's true.
So it was just the odd names of ballets, which I mean you don't really need to know in an anagram way. Yeah,
they're all weird names, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. But you knew all the French stuff.
Yes.
Well, Jethro, it's been so lovely talking to you, but I'm afraid we are out of time. So that was an amazing game. You did so well. I am so happy to hear about everything you've been up to, and I can't wait to see what you do next. And I will definitely be going to watch you in the Nutcracker because, well, who wouldn't? And I think everybody else should as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, and hopefully I'll see you in person at some point soon. For all of you watching, thank you so much. I am Kat. You've been watching Cat Chat. Do all the stuff below where you subscribe, like all of that random stuff. So I'll see you next week. Bye.